When someone says they had to leave London just to feel safe, that stops being a political view and becomes a serious warning. What Alex Phillips says next makes it clear why so many people feel forgotten, ignored and left on their own in the country they call home.
Hello and good morning to you, and happy Friday if you can muster up enough joy to be happy. Oh, happy Monday. Thank you, Ted. So automatically I said Friday because I'm always doing a Friday, and it's all melted into just one big continuum of chaos, hasn't it? At least that's how it feels. There you go, wishing it was already the weekend. I'm sure a lot of you can sympathise with that. Not that I don't love sitting here on the phone of common sense to keep you informed and to keep you company and provide you a little bit of communal catharsis, because my word, don't we just need it today. I get on the train now every day. I left London because London didn't feel safe. 3 times people tried to mug me for my mobile phone. I've been followed down the street by random men more time than I could care to tell you. Leered at, hissed at, harassed. Thankfully nothing more than that. And I just got fed up with living a life where I had to look over my shoulder, second guess what I should be wearing, think to myself, I can't get my phone out of my handbag and my handbag strap better be across my shoulder. I got fed up with living on a knife edge every single day. So I moved out to the countryside, and you know what? I can finally breathe. I can relax. I can wear whatever I want to walk down the street. I can chunter away to people on the phone while I'm doing my shopping or wandering into town. People just call in and out of each other's houses. Everyone knows everybody. You don't feel like when you walk down the street late at night, you think, who's that? What are they going to do? Are they dodgy? It finally feels like normality. That was really until this morning when I got the train in on my now usual commute. And you could cut the tension in the air with a knife. As the people from the shires loaded onto the carriages and the train pulled off, massively busy. Rush hour train with everyone there with their portable coffees, their laptops open, trying to squeeze in some work on the commute. As the train then pulled in to a big town, and other people started getting on with hoodies, with rucksacks, you could feel everybody nervously looking around. You could see people looking for exits. You could see the cogs in their minds whirring. How do I protect myself if someone happens to get on this train who means us harm? And I'm fed up with it. You know, it is the government's fault, isn't it? It is the government's fault, all of this. And I'm going to explain why. They took away stop and search because of woke. They actually stopped policing the dealing and possession of psychosis-inducing drugs within certain communities because of woke. They leave our borders wide open, enabling foreign cartels to run organised crime, leading to violence on our streets, from snatchings to muggings to stabbings, because of woke. They've imported in tens of thousands of misogynistic men who want to assault, abuse, leer at, harass, even rape our women and girls because of woke. And they carry knives. Some of them carry guns. Some of them know how to make bombs. They wear balaclavas. They go about with impunity because they know that they're going to get short sentences because of woke. And what about us? How do I protect myself? If the government can't protect me, what have I got? It's not a level playing field. I can't even carry pepper spray. What am I supposed to do? A sitting duck now on a train. Previously, a sitting duck walking through the streets of London, sitting on a tube carriage, having alfresco dining with my phone, not secreted in my handbag, whose strap has to be tied around the legs of my chair. What am I supposed to do? How am I, a 5'3" woman, supposed to protect myself now against being stabbed, raped, harassed, assaulted, mugged? How? What have I got to protect me? Because I don't have the government, I don't have the police. No, they're patrolling the internet, not our streets, because of woke. It's very clear what is going on here. You go to other countries where they have real law and order, proper punishments, proper policing, proper border forces, where they don't buy into this ridiculous, perilous, suicidal ideology of woke. Because woke is killing us. It's killing us. What are we supposed to do? I think it's about time we should legalise pepper spray, at least for women. And don't you start going, well, you know, the people who want to commit assaults will start using pepper spray. They're using knives anyway. They're doing everything they can anyway. I got no chance. No chance if someone wants to come and assault me, snatch my bag, attack me, rape me, harass me. Nothing. If I phone the police, they probably won't even turn up. What am I supposed to do? Hide away at home, lock myself in, not get on a train, not come to London? Is that the life I'm supposed to lead in my own country where I have paid the highest rate of tax for a good part of 20 years? Is that what I deserve in England in 2025? To live in fear day by day? Because these human rights lawyers running the country care more about a ridiculous, baseless, nonsensical doctrine of political correctness that has imperiled all of us. I've had enough, Sadiq Khan. I've had enough, Sir Keir Starmer. I will defend myself. I will find a way, but it's your job. You are negligent, and frankly, it is bordering on criminal negligence now when the citizens of your country cannot live in peace and harmony, where their hairs stand up on the back of their necks, where their heart rate increases every time a train pulls in to the next station. What have you done? What have you done to this country? Who have you let in? What have you enabled to breed uncontrollably, riddling our streets with crime and terror? You're both disgusting. You really are.
This monologue from Alex Phillips matters. Not because it's gentle, not because it tries to please everyone, and not because it avoids difficult truths. It matters because it describes a reality that millions of people live with quietly every single day. What Alex is talking about here is not an abstract debate or a theory. It's instinct. It's the basic human need to feel safe when you leave your home, when you get on a train, when you walk down the street with your phone in your hand. The most striking part of this monologue is that it doesn't rely on statistics, reports, or policy papers. It comes from real experience. When someone says, "I had to leave London because I didn't feel safe," that statement alone should force any serious government to stop and listen. Instead, those words are often dismissed, downplayed, or reframed as exaggeration. But Alex makes an important point. Fear doesn't appear out of nowhere, and it isn't invented by headlines. It grows from patterns, from repeated harassment, from constant tension, from moments that happen again and again where you realise no one is coming to help. Her description of being on a train is unsettling because it feels familiar. People watching the exits, bodies tightening, the mood shifting the second new passengers step on. That isn't panic or imagination. It's people adjusting their behaviour because they believe danger is possible. And when citizens feel they must adapt like this instead of being protected, something has already gone seriously wrong. Alex's anger is not vague or emotional for the sake of it. It's aimed directly at a system that has taken authority away from the police, limited the right to self-defence, relaxed border controls, and then acted surprised when public trust collapses. She asks a straightforward question that cuts to the heart of the issue. If the government cannot protect me, and I am not allowed to protect myself, then what am I supposed to do? That question sits at the centre of everything she says. This is why the monologue connects with so many people. It cuts through wordplay and excuses. It refuses to treat fear as something unreasonable or to shame people for wanting to feel safe. It also exposes a growing divide in society. Those who are shielded from the results of policy decisions and those who live with the consequences every single day. You don't have to agree with every point Alex Phillips makes to understand the central message. A government that values appearance over order and ideology over enforcement will eventually lose the confidence of the people it is meant to serve. And once that trust is broken, no amount of speeches or messaging can restore it. This is not about hate or division. It's about neglect. It's about ordinary people being told they must live with fear and accept it as part of everyday life. And it's about a rising feeling that those in power are no longer paying attention to the voices of the public. That is why this monologue carries so much weight, and why so many people finally feel understood when they hear it.